His name, for the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. In time of need. That we may find help. When the devil comes at 3 in the morning, you approach the throne. I'm going to tell you what, some of you have been bold. Your youngin gets sick, your grandkids get sick, and the temperature's 103, and they're going out of this world. A lot of folks get bold with the Lord at that moment. You understand what I'm saying? We should be that bold with every single aspect of everything that we do with God. Now, Lord, you know the need. You see the situation. You are my great high priest. And I'm calling upon you right now to move, Lord. Call upon Him with assurance, with acceptance, and knowing that He hears and He understands every single bit of it. He knows that the access that we have. You think about this. If you were to go and try to gain access to the governor of the state of Kentucky, you go up there to, I know where his office is at. I've been to the Capitol a few times, and I know where the governor's office is. That little thing up there, you know, and all that, big doors. Pretty nice place, you know. I got to go in there, I think, one time with a group of students. But if you walked in one day and said, hey, is the governor in? I'd like to jaw with him for a few minutes. First thing they'd say, he's not available today, if they were that nice about it. And if you begin to push that, you got boldly before them, they'd bring out that big old rascal, that big bodyguard. Last time I was up there, he had a bodyguard that looked like he was 6'9" and about that wide. Big old rascal. Had a smile on his face, but you know what? If you got a little too close, that smile will come off. He'd reckon you up like a president. But the access is not available. Access to the presence is even worse. You think about that. Access to being able to see important people, it's not readily available. Can't get in. We'll have to get you an appointment. You're like, who do you know? Well, let's see what's the nature of this, and maybe we can squeak you in. The access is not there. But the access to Jesus is available with just a couple of words. And the connection's made. The connection's there. He's a whole lot more important than the governor of the state of Kentucky. He's a whole lot more important than President Obama, Senator Mitch McConnell, whoever you can think of. And the access is readily available. Just real simple to call upon the name of the great high priest, and he's available. And I said the other night, you know, when I call, I want him to say, yes, Gerald, what is it you need? Unfortunately, in my life, there's been times when I've been kind of like, you know, the unknown caller. I told somebody the other night, sometimes some of y'all call me, and I have no idea who you are. And I try my best to talk for a couple of minutes to not embarrass myself, to say, who is this? Because sometimes I got your number in my phone and it'll pop up and I'll realize it. Some of you, I'll talk 4 or 5 minutes before all of a sudden I'm praying, Lord, please tell me who this is. Well, I'm thinking, oh, and it sounds like so-and-so, sounds like so. Sometimes I've even held a conversation with some of you, got off the phone, Bill said, who was it? And I said, I have no idea. But this is what they said. Who do you think it was? And we'll go over the conversation and say what was mentioned, and we'll try to figure out who was calling me. That's because I'm getting old and I can't remember things. And you know, there's been a time in my life when I called upon the Lord, and it's almost like He said, who is that? I think I know who that voice is. Oh, that's Gerald. Not heard from him in a while. How many ever been right there and will own up to it? I have, but I like being on first name basis. Yeah. When I call on the name of Jesus, He said, yes, Gerald, what is it, buddy? What do you need today? What do you need this second? I'm listening. I've got access to the throne. I've got access to power. I've got access to authority. To Jesus Christ, the great high priest, approaching it boldly. Approaching boldly. Lord, you know my need. And Lord, I need you to move right now. Assurance of Jesus Christ, an acceptance that we've got through Him, and the access that we have to the great high priest. Let us therefore come boldly in the throne of grace that we may obtain it and find grace to help in our time of need. Maybe you are here today and you have no idea what I'm talking about. You've never approached boldly the throne of grace. You don't have a clue what the preacher's been jumping and hollering and yelling and whooping about today. You don't know Jesus. You've never accepted Him. Maybe you're here today and you have an idea of what I've been talking about, but it's been a while since you felt it. It's been a while since that's been a part of your life. It's been a while since you gained access to the throne. It's been a while. Every head bowed, every eye closed.